Hello. It has been a minute. If anyone's been wondering why things have been very quiet over the last several weeks, the game has moved to a beta state, and most of my time has been taken up dealing with a large number of changes and fixes related to full game features, some of which I'm not quite ready to discuss as of yet. And on that note, I wanted to extend a heartfelt thanks to the beta testers for finding a truly embarrassing number of bugs and broken things. Thanks to their efforts, the game's performance and stability have markedly increased, and a number of systems have been overhauled to feel better to play, particularly with regard to rope handling and ship steerage. The number of issues is such that I feel I unfortunately expect to delay release for a period of time. I was originally aiming for late summer, early fall. I would still like to have a release this year, but no guarantees at this point. I do worry about waiting too long, but at the same time, I don't want to release in a state where things are just not ready. But with that said, I have not been idle. Work has been continuing apace. A number of changes to the environment have been made. A lot of assets have been updated. A lot of systems have been smoothed out. New features for usability added, such as changes to the cargo UIs and the task system and the ship yards, which aren't present in the demo, world shaders, quite a few changes. In the meantime, I wanted to give an in-progress look at two major features that are planned. Those being ship variants and commercial fishing. While I won't be building a full rig customization system, I will be adding variants for some ships. This will include simpler things like altered rig types to full-purpose conversions, such as variants for commercial fishing. What I'm showing here is a caravel variant outfitted for longline or offshore troll fishing. This is a bit of a modern twist to the setting, but my inspiration time periods are a bit all over the place already, and I wanted to add this style of fishing because it's not commonly shown, and I happened to spend much of my early childhood aboard a commercial salmon trawler called the Gilmore from Ucluelet, British Columbia. To make this work, the ship has been converted to a gaff rig, which I know many people have been interested in already. The reason for this is because the conventional lateen rig would be impossible to make work with the troll poles. The process of trolling, and importantly that is not trawling, involves running out these broad poles to spread fishing lines. And once that is done, weights are pushed to drag from behind the ship. The ship needs to be moving for fish to start biting. And those weights are then connected back to the ship via these davits and usually a number of separate little winches called Gurdys, but for simplification's sake, I've just converted them or connected them all to a single line. And I'm aiming for a fairly realistic process here, but one that is simplified somewhat, particularly with the number of lines involved, because a rail trawler usually will have at least 6 main lines coming off with up to 100 hooks, sometimes per line grouping. So this one's a bit simplified. It's just a single line coming back. Once it is trolling, the hooks below the water line have a chance of catching a fish every, let's say, interval. That system is still under development. I do plan on making it a sort of region-based system, so certain areas will have greater likelihood of catching fish, and different areas will have different fish types available to them, although I do eventually plan on them being mixed. But after a period of trolling, what you would do is bring the lines back in. Right now they're crazy fast. That will be changed over time. And we can see we've caught unfortunate little tuna here. And then when the fish are caught, you can grab them much like any other cargo. And let's open the hatch first. Throw them in the fish hold. That process is still very much under development. And yeah, the process would be you would continue doing that until you've caught enough fish. And I still debating on it, but I do expect a spoilage system will be involved, and of course better assets for visually representing the fish in the holds, and audio and various changes. A lot of the visuals are pretty early at this point, but I'm currently mainly focusing on getting the system in a state that is hopefully somewhat enjoyable to mess around with. So it's, yeah, a number of things being introduced. The gaff rigs, which obviously are still very much in development. They need quite a bit of work yet, but the base of the system is down. The variant is here. Functions largely the same as the regular caravel, just obviously with the aft castle removed and steered via a tiller rather than a whipstaff. Interior still in the works, but similar to the regular caravel, except the cabin has been moved much more forward, as the whole aft of the ship is set to, well, carry fish, obviously, so there's no space for cargo aboard this ship. Yeah, I do plan for a variety of ship variants, including, say, a cargo hauling caravel outfitted with a gaff rig, or possibly a square rig, or mixed rigs, that sort of thing. And with that, I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to the contributors on Patreon. That being Dan Harrison, Sloppy Steve, Boaty McBoatface, Nathan Hoy, XCal13, RG Locke, Hunaga Hoogs, Caleb Davis, PEKH, Rick Patton, Vertigo, Randall Stevenson, ALA, Tyler Ellis, Chris Reynolds, Grieger, Matthew Siegman, Necktie, Elliot D, Excelsius, Zielgan, Sten, Colin Dasson, Benjamin LaFay, Rep 0 SAJ, T4NE, Cameron Worthy, All Tracked Up, Raven Nix Miller, Sharp Pioki, Martin Langauer. Apologies if I mispronounced that. Your contributions have been very much appreciated. It's very, very helpful. And as well, your comments on the beta thus far has been a tremendous help. I'd never reach this point without the assistance in terms of finding bugs and issues and these strange little features that occur on this specific system or that specific system. It's something I just don't have the resources to do as much as I'd like to deliver a fully polished thing right out the gate. Believe it or not, I don't have a QA department at this point, so thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.